Hello everyone from all walks of life, my name is Madless, and welcome to a new game we're going to be playing called Orwell. It's a game, I don't think I've seen any of the big YouTubers do it yet, but if you know Lord Minion 777, better known as Wade, and you know Wade, this game is kind of like, this is one of my favorite series that he did, Papers, Please, which is kind of like, in that game you had a bunch of people come into the border and then you had to like figure out if they were like legally able to get in and all this different stuff, and you had to like try to protect your country, but your own government was kind of a little bit suspicious and things like that. So what I understand about Orwell is, and if you know Orwell the writer, you know that a lot of his books were about, like 1984 were about big government and conspiracies and like kind of like not really communism, but like the totalitarian states and things like that. And so basically the premise is that you've been accepted into this company that's spying on your citizens, trying to make sure like there's no terrorist threats and stuff and things like that. And that's obviously a huge issue in this country right now, is like security versus like privacy and things like that. So I thought it'd be a really cool game to get into, and we'll kind of see like what it's like. So welcome, it says right now, welcome, you have been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. Profile 1. Create. Congratulations, you've been selected for the Orwell test phase. Please create a profile. I don't want them to have my real name, so we'll call me Spy McSpyface. No one will know. Actually, let's call myself. Let's see. What should I call myself? I like big butts. And I cannot lie. I cannot type. I like big butts. We're gonna do that. Oh, please choose a profile picture. You know, let's go with. I don't really have a beard like that. This guy looks like he's pretty beast. Let's go with this guy. That guy looks like a guy who likes big butts. You know what? I decided we're gonna change his name. You know what he looks like? Liam Neeson. And Liam, I don't even know that's how you spell Neeson. I don't really know. But Liam Neeson, this is something that Liam Neeson would be good at doing. He'd be perfect for this. Liam. Enter your email address. Oh. No, I'm not gonna. Be diligent. Your work has severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I'm aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of the citizens of the nation. I'll work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. And while working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. That already sounds a little bit suspicious. Setting up a profile. Thank you for ensuring the safety of our nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Logging in. This game looks really cool. The reviews were mostly positive on Steam, so. Ooh. Freedom Plaza, April 12th, 2017. That's not too long from now. 7:48 a.m., I think. This is some creepy shit, dude. Like, I was so fascinated by this because, like, this is something that we could kind of do now. And I just wanted to see, like, what it'd be like. Because, you know, you're always thinking, like, people are watching you, not crazy watching you, but, like, they're, like, watching you. I can't even see my cursor. I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything yet. No record found. Police record found. So am I scanning everyone for a police record right now? So she just got onto a bus. I feel like something really bad's gonna happen at the start. Oh, look at the couple. It's kissing over there. What up, bro? It's a really nice city. Jesus Christ. I should have known that was coming. I had a feeling. That's probably why they made Orwell. The clocks were striking 13. I'll try to do this by episode, but I think they're long episodes. There's like 5 long episodes. You're online. Good. Call me Sims. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. I wonder if you even apply for something like this. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been a incident. So let's get started. Alrighty. I've activated the Reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay. Reader. Headlines. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Boston. It's in Bonton. I think it's supposed to be Boston, kind of. Explosion destroyed the Freedom Memorial in Boston. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities received strange letter. Read more. 7:50 p.m. There's a lot of reading here, and I'll kind of scan it in case you guys want to read it. I'll probably cut some of the meat out of this because it looks like this really in depth. Unless you want me to, write in the comments below, or let me know if you want me to like really be in depth on everything and play this like and have longer episodes, or if you want me to cut out some of the meat kind of thing. And by the way, for those of you who like leave likes or dislikes on recent videos, because I've had both, I would really appreciate if you could leave a comment so I know what you liked or didn't like about the video, so that I know, because I know we're getting a lot of new people to the channel. We're getting a little bit more exposure to people who aren't subscribers and stuff like that. So, but it's important for me to know what you liked or didn't like so I can make my videos better. Anyways, back to this game, because that's more important. So they believe the act was an act of terror. Police confirm the explosive device is homemade with a cell phone signal, so the police record lady might be her, but a lot of those people didn't have records. The Prime Minister immediately issued a public statement condemning the assault. Okay. So is there anything else to read here? Okay. So unknown person. The profiler holds all the information on those we investigate. The file you've opened is our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. How do I do that? It says unknown person. How am I supposed to look at her arrest record? Oh. Arrest records. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Okay. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. Arrested on July 10th, 2016. Assault on a police officer. She was arrested. Oh, the officer was struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved. Gosh, what am I doing? Ah! Okay, I'm better now. Where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Okay, so she wasn't resisting arrest. She just apparently, I don't know. Wait, she was arrested for assault. Maybe she didn't actually do it. That's a weird description of the situation. So the highlighted pieces of information. Profile update. How do I do that? Okay, enable. Oh. Upload complete. What else? Well, oh wait, is there something else I can? Is there other highlighted information? I don't see any other highlighted information. Is there highlighted information in here? Sorry guys, I'm just like figuring out what exactly I'm doing here. Okay, now what? Accept all data from the police record. Didn't I get it all? What am I missing? Alright. I did that. Where's the other stuff? Am I stupid? Yes, that we already know the answer. Oh, her face. Jesus. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it is can clearly be assigned to a target person. Fuck. And the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked, we will need this info to progress. Assault on a police officer. Okay. Related document found. Good. With the data extracted from police record, a new document can now be accessed. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. Yeah, but I'm already... Look, I'm born in a generation and my mom's a baby boomer and stuff. Like, it's just me as a person. As much as I go with the flow and understand the system and things like that, I'm also always thinking about the other angles in the big picture. Like, I'm already off the rip, I'm thinking Orwell and The Nation, and also from history you kind of know some things, and but I'm kind of feeling like it's not as black and white as it's gonna be. Like, that's just what I'm thinking. So let's see. Previous assault. Do I click on that? Oh, new document. Is this woman a terrorist? Ooh. The leading newspaper of the nation, fast, precise, honest. Is this woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago remains in custody. Trial set for August. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing, Cassandra W., who, by the way, her name is Watergate, that's kind of funny. It's a reference to Nixon, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is being held in custody. She hit him with a large brick, occurred during a rampage at Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration. He's got a point. Maybe she is dangerous. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't know what to think yet. Don't really know. The safety bill. Protests the Freedom Party. They turn violent. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime. Why am I yawning? It's literally 12 in the afternoon. It is 1:20 in the afternoon. Gosh. She is an artist by profession, has denied accusations, and asked her fans for support. That might be a little bit of a jump there, Sims. Great, you have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? Oh yeah, because, it's all about him. You've extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of targets' persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on the data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Okay. Cassandra's port. Welcome to the port of Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Glad you found me. Finally found the courage to quit my full-day job and focus on my art career, and put my stuff on Portfolio. Below you'll find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left. I can't do high-pitched voice, I could try. On the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Leave a message on my UTEL account to Cassie Knight. That's important. We need to know her account. Gosh, now we can hear conversations. Jesus. Anything else? She has lots of cats. She's got cute cats. Yep, that beaut is me. I was never sure about the title, The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter, or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. What do you think? The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. A Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well. She's in a relationship. Now we know. I don't know what this means. She's a daughter of entrepreneurs. Possibly. Okay. Listener. Are you telling me we can hear what she's thinking? I don't need to know that she quit her full day job, though. Yeah, we could figure out what her job was before. Oh shit, bro, we're looking at people's text message. This is ridiculous. It kind of weirds me out a little bit. Incoming session. Hey you. Hey Jossie. Okay, so we know the person's name. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. In the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. That's a little suspicious there. So is this her significant other? Is that guy? I don't know if it's that guy though. Wow. Wine, what does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around badass, have in mind this time? Probably just a business call from one of his favorite clients. I mean, no one would talk like that. Have you ever sent a text like, what does Joe Schmo want with his overall amazingness at being a doctor or a politician or an FBI agent? Okay, I'm missing something. Guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get that client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. What the fuck kind of business are you running, bro? I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parent. Bro, why are you just putting this out there? Okay. Alright, so that platinum card is important. Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney. Okay. Okay, well, at least I was about to say, so that you can only retract them to, or take them to the important files. This is interesting, because apparently they're drugging some folks. Watergate, pharma entrepreneurs, that does ring a bell. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Let's see. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. Oh, so her parents are big pharmaceutical people? We used to encounter conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are ours with another, they will be shown as conflicted. When you check one of these data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse your choice. She was acquitted of the alleged assault against an officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. Yesterday, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The lawyer, Joseph Langley, welcomed the outcome. At no point was there ever any valid evidence that my client was guilty, at no point at all. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the result of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. What's the conflict? There's a conflict with another data chunk. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicion. So conflict. So was it closed due to lack of evidence, or could the outcome have been influenced? So the report says she got hit by the guy got hit by a brick, but when they found her, she was crying, and around the whole thing. I don't feel so. I'm gonna operate on the principle that guilty until innocent until proven guilty. And quite frankly, there's not enough evidence to prove that she was involved in the protest to the level where she would actually hurt someone. Like, they don't even know if she threw the brick. She was just the last one there when the protesters scattered. So I'm gonna say it was closed due to lack of evidence. But the wealthy family, the way she talks, they might have influenced it. But it puts it in as parents resolve to illegal means to close the person's criminal case. Or it's criminal case closed due to lack of evidence. Now that's definitely true, but whether or not it was influenced, I'm gonna put this in. Okay, but I don't know. I don't know. Don't just fuck. There's their pharmaceuticals. Enriches the lives. Okay. Below you'll find a small selection of our most popular products. But she's a pharmacist. She's also pharmacy related, which means she might have access to the materials that you would need to create a bomb. Now, I don't know, like, there's not a lot of pharmaceutical medicines that you could just readily transform into explosive material. Like, I've been in chemistry before, that doesn't just work like that, but maybe she has access or the ability to get access to certain chemicals. So let's see. Cough drops to fight against irritation of throat based on natural herbs. Activating pills against migraines. Medication that increases concentration. Blah 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 blah. Painkillers. Yada yada yada. Company. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years, and one of the most infamous scandals in United States history. We were one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine, and at the same time the largest medication exporter to all areas of the world. It's founded in 1931. Her father is Bruno Watergate, CEO. Grandson of our founder, Edgar Watergate. Apart from working in the family business, Mr. Watergate is also the founder of the Central Pharmacy Congress and head of the charity foundation. Children of Parges. Dr. Alicia Watergate, head of research and development. She's a junior COO. Well, new portrait. So she has multiple looks. It might not even be the same person. Wait a minute. So there's Cassandra Watergate, that person, but then there's Cassandra Watergate. Then there's Cassandra Watergate, the junior COO of Watergate Pharmaceuticals. So is she an artist or is she a COO? Ooh, this is getting interesting. Occupation? Yeah, that's odd. Huh. Alice and Bruno's daughter Cassandra will soon be joining the executive ranks. Hey, crime rate continues to drop. What in the fuck? The Ministry of Security has presented the latest numbers on crime stats in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. Delacroix gave a press conference earlier this morning. She's the Minister of Security. Oh, look at you. Study with the future. On Thursday morning, the Ministry of Security published a new crime statistic report for the preceding year. According to the report, the number of recorded criminal offenses decreased by 4.8%. Crime rates have been continuously declining over the past year as a result of the safety bill. What the hell is a safety bill? The party is elected in government. God, this sounds all kinds of bad. Like, if you've ever read the book 1984, the party and the totalitarian government and the secret police and stuff, it goes immediately right there, and I don't trust anything. I always question everything. I trust some things, but I'm immediately thinking there's some bullshittery going on here. There's some fuck shit going on. I know, I can feel it. Okay. Well, let's not assume. Let's not make an ass out of you and mostly me. Okay, all of me. So, safety bill is a collection of safety-centered laws. Central to the safety bill is a simplified sped process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects and their prosecution. Paved the way for strict regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. Also became mandatory to inform other employers whether an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. It's been decreasing at an ongoing rate. Is it though, or is that just what they're saying? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, I just read this. Negotiations in Triflith failed. Dude, this is interesting. What is this? Pargizian president aborts negotiations with opposition, violent riots. Blaine encourages renewal. Peace negotiations in the riot-ridden capital city have been aborted without any result last night. The president abruptly cut off communications with opposition representatives. Yeah, it's a neighboring country, so that could always you want to keep it safe. But pertaining to this, I see that they have a need. The nation has a need for security, but we also have to not be ridiculous because we're already spying into people's everything at the moment, and this is just the beginning. So, let's see. So the negotiations failed. Part of his peacekeeping mission. The terrorist incident of 2008 was a terrible consequence of the premature retreat of our troops in Parges, a region torn by civil unrest for years. By the order of the previous government, to fix our predecessor's mistakes, the party, when elected in 2009, immediately made preparations to send our highly reliable soldiers back to safeguard the region for the good of the inhabitants of both countries alike. This is all the things that we do. So was there a terrorist attack on our country or their country? Leaders of the nation. Robert Blaine, Prime Minister. As much remarkable visionary as unmatched leader is the member of the party in the fourth generation. When the surprising death of the previous leader of the party, Mrs. Goddard, left behind a power vacuum, it was young Robert Blaine who stepped up and was elected as the new head unanimously. That's odd too. The previous party leader just all of a sudden mysteriously died. Arthur Scott Gallagher. Ooh, I like that man. Mr. Gallagher, one of the most seasoned members of the party, is in charge of administrative economy and trade. As such, he is directly responsible for the reduced tax levels for big and medium-sized corporations, as well as the resulting decline of the unemployment rate. And maybe it is. Maybe this country is really good, or they're bullshitting. Because a lot of countries like to just tell you it's so great when it's not. You gotta stay woke. Secretary of Security, which is the lady who's talking. Faulkner, Secretary of Defense. Got it. So that's the people. Projects with the safety bill and the peacekeeping mission. Participate. You can donate, volunteer, become a member, or join the army of the nation. Positions. Our 5 pillars for a great nation. Safety and security. Economy and commerce. Values and tradition. Migration and foreign affairs. Education and health. It doesn't seem like a bad place, but I got a feeling, Company. We already looked at that. Is there something I missed? No. Products. No, I already read that too. Oh, jobs. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is currently looking for suitable candidates for the following positions. Please address all applications to Josephine Marquardt, head of HR. COO. We are urgently looking for a COO to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. So she doesn't work there anymore. So maybe she was an artist. So she quit her full-time job to become an artist. Okay, now it makes sense. Radical change. Let's find out what happened in between those two lies first. What caused this shift? Okay, so that's none of that's important really. Her timeline. Oh, I got another profile. So she does have blue hair now. She looks like she went from total business person to blue-haired lady. So we know what her birthday is. She's born in 1992. She likes art, music, and activism, which any big government agency is gonna look at that and think that's weird, because activism is such a terrible thing. It's important to be proactive, but not terrorist active. She likes the Targets, painting, Alice in Wonderland, and my cat Kikiko. Really? He's so cute, though. Look at how cute he is. Oh, my gosh. Woohoo! So, on March 1st, 1101, first day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. What? Who's going to pay for your stuff now? Mommy and Daddy won't like this. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me. Despised puppets of the state. You have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but congratulate you. These are the personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of you government lackeys. Most painfully, Cassandra. I guess I gotta put that in there. And I'm sure Smithy has a comment. We aren't too fond of you either. I don't think that means she's automatically a terrorist just because she disagrees. Lots of people on Twitter say fuck you and stuff, but they don't mean... They're not going to turn around and blow up a whole damn city block or something because they think the government's doing something wrong. In this country, we're allowed to say what we don't like. And, you know, but I guarantee you that someone's probably watching what I'm saying. They're probably going to watch this video and that guy's playing a game about big government and terrorists, what's he saying, kind of thing and stuff. And you can't be afraid of it or anything. You just have to be responsible and stuff. There's a time and a place for everything, you know. And how you say things and how you approach things means a lot. You know, you can't just start screaming and shouting and threatening everything, but you can say you don't like the president, or you can say you don't like Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton or whoever. You just can't, like, threaten their lives or, like, go nuts, which too many people do anymore. Like, they hold it all in and no one talks about it, no one has a serious conversation, and people just explode. And maybe that's what this Cassandra Watergate lady did. But we'll find out. Sweetie, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. You'd feel so much better. That sounds weird. It feels like it's a whole big cult. They're like, that doesn't sound like you. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth. Okay, I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again, I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, so there's one conflict. Okay. I'm really sorry I care, because that's the past. Cassandra is in a relationship with Joseph Langley, not a member. Yeah, so that just confirms it. The Beholder actually wrote about me freaking redeemed of this shit, but surprise, surprise, I had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? At least you're redeemed now. Want to blow off some steam together a little bit later? Not today, I have a date this evening. Who's the lucky one? Never responded. Case closed. Congratulations, never any doubts. Kiddo, you're my heroine in both the heroic and drug way. 1,000 camps on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people to believe false promises. Camps for safety, one big lie. That's true, but they couldn't see anything because of the protesters. Well, I'm so happy for you. I know everything would be okay in the end. I'm sure you have a party. New portrait. OMG, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me if we're going to the sounds? We could have gone together. She's going punk. So she's having like a rebel. She shall be known as Catharsis. So she has a contact. It's also a possible name. So many names. So many. Got it. So record all the alias. Now I'd like to invite you to our little activist group. Who are you, Harrison O'Donnell? What time is it? I'll record for about an hour, and then, like, I'll cut. I think I'll try to do, I don't know how long the episodes are. I'll start with 30-minute episodes, and then increase them if you guys just want them, or shorten them. I think 30 minutes is usually a pretty good bar. I know there are a lot of longer videos, and people probably like some more excitement stuff. We have, like, I know our channel's not super big or anything, but that's why I like to get a lot of feedback from the guys of you that are here, the new people that come in, because I want to make the channel better, but I need to know how to make the channel better. And I can't do it on my own. You look at me like, do you think I'm the smartest person in the world? Because you'd be wrong, clearly. Anything more specific? Anything else? So there's a conflict. So Mary's her friend. Mary's her friend, but she just doesn't like. Mary's her friend. Yeah, Mary's definitely her friend. So, just so we have the association, because I think that's important. So, anything else right now? Okay, so we need to do the listener. She just talked to Joseph. She's talking to Joseph again. Did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Ooh. Yeah, don't remind me. You don't have a history at that place. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories now, as there just moments before this happened. I should have never gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me. I can't, it's so hard to tell whether or not she's bullshitting or he's bullshitting or they're telling the truth. I can see how hard this is. Like, this is not easy. And if you think about the people in the FBI and the CIA, like, they have to do this and they have to know what they're doing and pick apart what the real threats are. And this is one case with one person, but there are millions of people all over the world. I was so happy when Goldfels accepted me into thought. Though. I definitely wanted to go and prove my word to the cause. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest and you never would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would never have met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your car's not working here. Can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Unless you want a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. I guess we'll have to go without wine then. Crap, they're gonna know that people are watching them. I don't know if we're supposed to hide. I've got an important schedule tonight. I'm surprisingly out of schedule. I can't postpone it. You gotta be kidding me. I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Appointment here, appointment there. Jesus, sorry. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment everywhere. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please calm down. Have you taken your Methorin? Yes, damn it. So now they're getting mad at each other. She's like, damn it! So she's on drugs? Is this the only thing that matters to you, that I'm on fucking happy pills all day? Ooh. Darling, please, nothing like that, and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. Ooh, it's getting a little bit... If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? And no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. This is... Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Okay, so we learned a lot in that little short period of time. She catches a bus there every day. That's important. So they have a thought, the group called Thought, which I'm guessing is her little thing. What else did we learn? That she's on pills. You figure out what Methorin is. Problem is, I don't even know if Sims is who Sims says he is. I think products. Methorin blue. Antidepressant to help stabilize your emotions. Wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she's relying on this medication. That's another thing too. Looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. I will indicate that to law enforcement. Gosh, it feels like I'm just torturing myself with whimsies. It just feels like I'm going through the motions at the moment. Like I don't... The thoughts are free. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. Guy himself. The thought. Welcome to the thought blog. Pick an entry below. Are the thoughts still 3? This article is private. Due to the privacy settings on this blog, archive articles are only available from direct links, not from the front page. Sorry, ask an admin on the blog. Okay, so we can't hear that. What about article 2? Forbidden. Here, freedom is unfree, we can read. It's published by her. Catharsis. It's cams. Cam apps are everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. It just mirrors that a little bit, I don't know, ironic. You probably all know me. These are that blue-haired punk, bitch, stupid, not gonna say that, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. I was just in the middle of chaos. Someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never occurred. So this one shows us he has an adverse attitude towards violence. But then, I'm guessing later on, that she says, where's the conflict? Let's see what the conflict is. With an unknown data chunk. Okay. One would assume that in an age where there are camps everywhere, it would be easy to prove whether I was involved or not, but it wasn't. We have been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We have told lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national pride, and I know what you're thinking. This is damn ugly. What is the donut? Even let freedom ring? But the statement behind this ridiculously enormous heap of stones should be clear. In the middle of the Capitol, there's a symbol of freedom. Comprehensible symbolism for everyone, isn't it? With the cameras there, this is now the plaza of unfreedom, if anything at all. I don't know what that's conflicting with. She doesn't seem like a violent person. Oh, now we can get through? Ooh. Are My Thoughts Still Free? Published by Goldfels in March of 2012. Dear reader, this is a German folk song called The Thoughts Are Free, and it goes like this. I don't know how to do German, and I certainly don't know folk songs. You ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? They're like, oh, and it's an Irish drinking song? Yeah, it's not German at all. Fuck me. I'll read it like that. Thoughts are free, and who can guess them? They fly like nocturnal shadows. No men can know them, no man could shoot them with powder and lead. Thoughts are free. I think what I want, and what delights me still always reticent as it is suitable. These words are very big and don't rhyme at all. My wish and desire, no one can deny me, and so will always be. Thoughts are free. And if I'm thrown into the darkest dungeon, all of those futile works, because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart. Thoughts are free. When I was it's no longer a thing. God dang it. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation, I believed this to be universal truth. So basically he's questioning. Comments. So a guest, who we don't know. The gov has to come threaten this with some real name policy and shit. Save your IP so they can look up who you are, so you don't say anything wrong possibly. About time someone did something. Well, if you don't have one before, you just gain yourself your first follower. Frankly, I'm surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find this blog at all. Thank you very much for your kind words, and yes, I'm very delighted to have my first follower. And then spam, looks like. Can we get to another entry? It's 5 articles. Cassandra's timeline again. What happened? Celebrating the beacon of unfreedom. What did I miss? Finally, someone who has the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. God damn. Okay, well, I clearly have to go with that one. That's recent. And whatever she said about the no violence thing, she literally just said that. That is not helping your case, lady. Oh my god. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Yeah, that's not good. But what if they want it to be her so bad that they're willing to like make it seem like it's whatever. I'm going with this one. Doesn't matter what, like it's the you go with the most recent thing. All right, what we found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little bit more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Talking to Juliet Carrington. Hey, Cassie. Hello, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know your post on the timelines about this assault. You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules? You're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? No. I just want to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us. Ooh. We don't even know who Juliet is. I just have to let some steam, you know? It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today, which would be that guy. And she has anger outbursts, possibly. This bombing stirred up all this crap again, you know, what I did. What happened there wasn't your fault. Wait, is she about to admit that she did it? Cassie, you heard that officer to save me. Oh my. Bruh. Get wrecked! We know that you did that. Doesn't mean you bombed anything, but you definitely did that. She just admitted it. Ooh, that's so interesting. Okay, well, we just found out some serious shit. But apparently you can also choose not to tell them certain things, right? So Orwell might be doing whatever, but as you go along, you can disable it and not tell them information. Now granted, they could be looking at you, and if they see that you're not giving them certain information, they could come after you, which I think is also something that's a part of this game. So she did injure the police officer. She admitted to doing it. I have to put in there because she admitted to doing it. It happened, and it definitely happened. And I have to believe that some of this is true. Like the texts and stuff are actually hers, not Orwell telling me bullshit. And there's certain things I bet I'll want to hide from them. But this, I can't hide this from them. This is true. Like she definitely did it. What's the conflict again? Wait, why is it a conflict? How, Juliet, I smashed the freaking skull of a father because of two... Wait, what is it conflicting? Was protected from a police officer by Cassandra. Whatever, it has a conflict with this, though. What is it in conflict with? I smashed the freaking skull of a father who lost two children because I lost it. Oh, so did she do it to save somebody? Or did she do it because she lost it? So do I make her seem like someone who's crazy? Or do I make it seem like someone who tried to do the right thing? I'm gonna go with this one. Because Juliet seems to believe that she really was saving her. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with that. Where did this come from? This is perfect. We can now arrest her and open the investigation again. I don't know if that would be admissible in court in the United States, but I guess it would be in wherever the fuck the nation is. You probably won't be able to hold her for long if it happened in defense of Juliet. Yeah, see, if I'd have put in the other one, he'd been like, boom, we're gonna fuck her over right now. They're already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. In Miss Watergate's case, it's not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'd be better, believe me. Wait a second, somebody's at the door. BRB. Okay, so she's about to get arrested. Okay, I'll wait. And she's not gonna respond. By the way, how is your boyfriend? You're still together, you haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? Not good. I mean, the intervention team is there, so they probably arrested her. I'm guessing. I'll inquire if all while arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she's involved with the bombing, we might be able to question her. Despite acting in defense of this Juliet, she seems to be quite unstable and a threat. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group, though, whether they... Oh, God. Another explosion. No, no, no. Take a look at the news. I saw it up there. Two dead after second explosion. Explosion at Stelligan University campus kills 2 students. Is there a connection to yesterday's assault? And so, real quick, I'll just give a quick anecdote because we're talking about the university thing. So, when I was attending the College of Worcester, there was actually a period of time, it was around the time where a lot of the big shootings were happening, and obviously that honestly happens all the time anymore, which is just sad that it's a normality as much as it is. But there was a bomb threat at the College of Worcester for about a week right before finals ended, and that's what this reminded me of. So, like, everyone was, like... The attitude on campus was no one was afraid. Okay, so no one at Worcester is afraid of ISIS. Okay, you got a bunch of brilliant-minded students from all over the world who think it's just unethical and illogical, but they're not afraid. They're not about to compromise their morals and their ethics and who they are because they're afraid because someone decides they want to like attack their lifestyle physically. But there was bomb threats, and we never knew what it was, and the campus is pretty walk through. I mean, people from the city come through and walk through the library and the cafeteria. Like, you can just walk anywhere. And while for some people that scares someone, that if you have such an open policy that someone could walk in any moment and do something bad, even in that, the mindset of the students was, one, get your finals done. Because, nothing else matters besides finals and grades. Like, in that finals week, you literally are, like, locked down. You're like, if I get hit by a car, I'm away walking in class. As long as it kills me, then I want to go to finals. But if it doesn't do that, then I'm in trouble. But it's a terrible attitude. If you follow a college student on Twitter, they have a lot of really relatable college tweets and stuff. College isn't bad, I swear. It's not that bad. It's just like it can be a lot of high stress and stuff. And there's a lot of things that go into it. But yeah, even in that moment, and that's what this reminds me of, is like that kind of feeling overall on campus. We weren't really scared, but because nothing had happened, and we weren't going to let some stupid asshole make us afraid. But unfortunately, there's also the very real possibility that other things happen, like Ohio State not too long ago. I have a lot of friends who were there. It's not impossible for it to happen. But you can't let being afraid compromise who you are. That's the difference. Like, it's okay to be to take precautions and stuff. It's not okay to just become something horrible because you're afraid or because it's easy to do. And that's why, I guess I don't know why I gave that little anecdote, I guess just because it was relatable and stuff, but anyways. So back to Sims here. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found. Can I read the letter? So the salts are connected. If there wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. This complicates matters massively, so much for a simple test case. Gosh, I've been yawning. I need to speak to my superior, see how we're to proceed given these extenuating circumstances. You need to go today, you can log off and get some rest by clicking on the button at the top right of the desktop, try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Okay, so we're going to log off. And then I'm going to end this episode here because I don't know how long I've been recording, but we recorded this first segment before I logged off. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. If you don't like the video, please leave a dislike down below. If you want to. Please don't. I'm not asking you to dislike the video, but if you're going to dislike the video, please leave a comment so I know. If I could see who disliked or liked the video and message them and be like, hey, what did you like or dislike, I would, but unfortunately YouTube doesn't have that feature because they don't want people knowing who liked and didn't like their videos. You just know if they're a subscriber or not, but your feedback is really important. How long should I make the episodes? Do you like the game? Do you like other games? Do you want me to do more gameplay videos? Do you want me to do more fitness related videos that I could do? Do you want me to do more challenge videos? Do you want me to do things like that? Or if you just want to do a collab, if you're a small YouTuber who wants to do a video, leave a comment, please, or DM me on Twitter, MattListGame or whatever. But anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will probably record the next episode of this right now and then see, but this will probably be out tomorrow, along with a Battlefield video because Miguel and I got back together for the first time and got to play some Battlefield. We're going to try to record some other stuff while he's free. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Okay, hold on. Before we leave, this is the logout screen, the summary. So we learned the following: that a severe assault occurred at the Freedom Plaza yesterday. She was present there prior to the attack and is thus being investigated. Hints the involvement through an activist group named Thought, so we've learned about Thought and about the second assault. And we know all these things about Cassandra. That arrest had been made, she was defending her, it was claimed. We collected data about her personality and things like that, her relationships, all that stuff. So that's what we've learned so far. And then I don't want to go to the next day just yet because I don't know. So anyways, but that's what, just want to show you that. So peace out again, everybody.